against austerity. That would be a Facebook page. That would be a page on the internet. You will see that over the past 4 to 5 weeks, we have been publishing a daily morning briefing, which is in its initial phases. It will become more developed as time goes on, God willing. And it is basically two components. There is a lead to the briefing, which is sometimes an editorial statement, or sometimes it's a couple of short intelligence items from our characteristic point of view, obviously, and trying to manifest that intellectual superiority without which it's certainly going to be hard to take on organizations with thousands of times our numbers, thousands of times or tens of thousands of times our money, or maybe billions of times our money, intellectual quality, and a clear evaluation, right? In terms, one person giving us feedback, this is a very valuable thing because it helps you to understand the world day by day. Gives you a conceptual framework. You can fit the individual news items in there. So we've got a lead of the briefing. We've got a series of short news items. The whole thing is 3, 4, 5 pages at most. And then an operations bulletin, which allows you to keep up with the activities of the Tax Wall Street Party and its co-thinkers and its allies around the world, from Greece to Moscow to Australia, Latin America, you name it. This is an international movement. It has to be. And we're seeing from Syriza, the biggest single problem Syriza has is they were national only. They did not have that vital international dimension, which they needed to have. Well, we're trying to provide that as we go along. So that's the daily morning briefing. If you're interested in a trial subscription, it's easy to do. Just send an email to Tax Wall Street Party. That's all one block of text. Tax Wall Street Party. Everything is lowercase, no spaces, no dots, no hyphens, no nothing. Tax Wall Street Party at gmail.com. Tax Wall Street Party at gmail.com, and we can put you on for a trial subscription. I don't know how long we'll be able to do this, so send us an email and put subscribe in the subject line, because time is limited. We don't have time to open up every one of them, but if it's clear where it's coming from and if it says subscribe, then you will be the happy recipient of this daily briefing. And it's actually, I think it's quite well done. And this is something destined to grow. It reflects that the Tax Wall Street Party and the UFAA are seriously concerned about mass political education, seriously concerned about having a worldwide perspective, seriously concerned about having a worldwide organizational presence as much as can be done. There is no chauvinism here. There is the idea that if you let yourself be trapped in one country, no matter how big it is, that won't be enough. And maybe you can ask Syriza about that, because that's their biggest drawback, as they of course are doing the best they can to fight the IMF and the European Central Bank. But it's very hard when you have that Council of Europe, you have that Euro group of finance ministers, and you're the only one. If you had 2 or 3 more, the situation would become completely different. So, Tax Wall Street Party at gmail.com, put subscribe into the subject line, and you'll find that you're going to rely on it. You're going to find you can't live without it. All right, so we were talking about Krauthammer, the great neocon intellectual, in some ways the dean of the neocons, I guess. So he doesn't like this idea that the Fordow facility, the centrifuges will keep going with xenon, zinc, and germanium, not uranium, and only to save people from cancer, radioactive isotopes. No, That's no good, says Krauthammer. You get the idea. The Parchin weaponization facility has not been opened. Fordow was, of course, not revealed the way he wanted. So what he goes through is this idea that if there are so-called violations of this thing, it will go to the Security Council, while China, Russia, and sundry anti-Western countries will act as Iran's lawyer. There will be no snapback. He says one of the features of this that the Obama people have posted about is the snapback of the sanctions. Well, there won't be any snapback because it took, as he says, a decade to weave Russia, China, and the Europeans into the current sanctions infrastructure. And once you snap it, it won't snap back. This is an interesting question. I would call on the Russian Federation and the People's Republic of China to immediately dump this idiotic sanctions regime. Get rid of it. That was a shameful thing for both of those countries to accept that in the first place. Are we nuts? I guess we can thank on the Russian side, it really comes down to Russia because they have the political leadership. You can't blame that on Putin. You can blame that on Medvedev. So we can say thank you, Medvedev, for what happened in Libya. And now you can also attribute to Medvedev how Russia ever got into these sanctions. I remember, I think I was still going to Russia today. That is, those years are gone at the moment. But I believe it was April 1st, 2010, that an important step along this road was taken, and I think you'll find it somewhere in the archives of Russia today that they asked me to comment on what about the Medvedev presidency of Russia saying that he's open to join in sanctions against Iran, and I said I can't believe that. I think that's an April Fool's joke. So we'll see. Oh, and now we're going to get one more important document, actually the basis for Krauthammer, which is the Kissinger-Schultz essay from earlier in the week. Back in a minute.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
and you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866. This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right, that's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. bidbit.co.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GC.
Webster, Tarpley here in Washington, D.C. So, the learned essay by Charles Krauthammer, the neocon shrink, The Anatomy of a Disaster. Now, he stands on the shoulders of giants. I'm sure he would agree. He's citing in this thing the essay by Henry Kissinger, who needs no introduction, and George Shultz. Remember, he was Secretary of Labor. He was Secretary of the Treasury. He was Secretary of State. Quite a resume for George Shultz. That was in the Wall Street Journal on April 8th, and we're going to look at that in just a second here. But Krauthammer, it goes out of his way to quote the spirit of Kissinger and Shultz, which is that if the U.S. then comes forward whining that there's some violation by Iran, then, as Kissinger and Shultz point out, we, the U.S., will be fought every step of the way, leaving the United States and not Iran as the isolated power. Now let's go over here to the Wall Street Journal, Wednesday, April 8th. The Iran deal and its consequences. I have to say, before we get into the text, the common ground of both the neocon and this other sort of old school traditionalist realist version is they all talk about capability. This is the key to the whole thing. You listen to Obama, he's got the sense to say bomb. Iran should not have a bomb. Okay, these other guys talk about capability. What's the difference? Well, a bomb is a bomb is a bomb. A capability is much vaguer, and It may have nothing to do with any bomb. Once you have a bomb, then you built a bomb. But if you have a capability, you may be planning to do radioisotope research and cure cancer and not have a bomb. So this is the absolute watershed. So don't let yourself be fooled. You get into arguments about this stuff. Distinguish carefully. Bomb, one thing.